answer the general question. So, we've discussed in the last 2 days, diba, what is illegal expenditure, what is irregular expenditure, what is improper expenditure. In between all of that, we talked about many technicalities. And of course, this will be much easier if we're talking about public funds which are not confidential in nature. So my question is, when we analyze the expenditure, when is it in the nature of an administrative problem na parang mag-submit lang kayo, i-justify nyo to, o kulang lang ng dokumento, i-supply nyo to, and when does it go up to na criminal na in nature na sandali lang, may anomalya na dito, or we might file charges against you? Ano yung bar niyan, di ba? So sa mga senator judges na nanonood ngayon, and sa publiko na nanonood ngayon, because nga confidential expenditures are in a class by itself, di ba? Peace and order is so important, security is so important. So I'm not referring to this case, So I'm not asking you to make a judgment in this case, whether it's administrative, criminal. In general, as an auditor, then I'll ask the same sa prosecutor and sa defense.
I am aware po, Isay, pero yung specific po na 100 hindi ko po ma-recall, Your Honor.
Yeah, member po yung Pilipinas at they found on the word professional skepticism that requires an auditor to question records submitted, but also to fairly consider yung agency's explanations and contrary evidence. Is that correct?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Para lang maintindihan natin, actual nyo po bang sinuri ang mga transaction? Ibig sabihin, isa-isa po ba itong ini-examine lahat? Gumagamit ba kayo ng sampling, piling transaction, yung sinusuri? Gumagamit ba kayo ng materiality threshold sa pagpili at evaluation nito?
Hindi po, Your Honor. Lahat po ng documents ay ini-evaluate po namin.
So lahat, meaning gusto kong maintindihan, dinutugmaan nyo po ba yung bawat transaction from original receipts, accomplishment reports at iba pa?
Yes po, Your Honor.
And how do you, hindi ko maintindihan, when you're purchasing an information, paano kung bibigyan ng official receipt?
Your Honor, kapag, ang katulad nga po nung sinabi ko kanina, kailangan ng official receipts kapag binili po mismo from the supplier.
So ibig sabihin sa supplier lang, sa tao, hindi kailangan ng resibo?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Malinaw po yun.
Pag sinabi pong resibo, OR po. Pero pag purchase of information, inaalaw po namin yung acknowledgement receipts po.
So you allow acknowledgement receipt dahil information yung binili, wala namang industriya na nagbibigay ng resibo for information that they're selling.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Sa madaling salita po, yung findings po ba ninyo ay batay lamang sa deficiencies in the documents submitted o nakukumpirma nyo rin po na sa pamamagitan po ng inyong independent verification?
Ang audit po kasi namin ay document-based. So kung ano po yung nilalaman ng documents vis-a-vis yung provisions ng joint circular, yun po yung nagiging basis for our findings po.
So hanggang dun lang sa dokumento na ibinigay, wala na po kayong ibang ginagawa to go out of your way and do your independent findings.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Ngayon po, Mr. Wamil, Attorney Wamil, para malinaw po sa atin, kayo po ba mismo ang nag-audit nitong bawat transaction at naghanda ng initial findings o mayroon po kayong team?
Ako lang po, Your Honor.
At kayo lang po ang nagre-review nito bago maging final report?
Hindi po. Meron po akong division chief. Siya po yung nag-review, Your Honor.
At dun po sa proseso yun, ano-ano ho yung material findings, recommendations, and conclusions na maaaring idinadagdag o inaalis o binabago ng inyong ino-audit? At bakit po?
Actually, yung laman po nung na-issue ng AOM, kinumpare ko po yun sa aking draft at parehas naman po.
Sorry. Pakiulit po.
Yung in-issue po namin na AOM po kasi, kinumpare ko po yun sa aking draft at parehas naman po yung substance ng AOM.
Mr. Wamil, from AOM to notice of discrepancy, suspension, and then notice of disallowance.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Ano po yung mga nabago doon?
Kapag AOM po kasi, parang nire-require po namin, based on the joint circular.
Sir, ang question ko po, ano po yung nabago? Ibig sabihin from AOM na bago po, di ba? Kasi binanggit nyo sa kanila, ito yung hinahanap namin.
Yes,
Wala pa rin po. Nag-issue na ho kayo. Sa pangalawang stage, nag-issue na po kayo ng notice of suspension.
Yes, po,
Sa pangatlong stage, nag-issue na kayo ng notice of disallowance. Dun sa stages po na yon, marami po bang nagbago? Para ho kasing sinasabi natin dito, hindi pa rin po sila sumunod sa pangatlong pagkakataon, sa ikatlong stage.
Yes po, Your Honor. Actually, ang na-issue ko lang po ay hanggang notice of suspension, pero discuss ko na lang po din yung contents ng notice of suspension. Una po...
Sige po, from AOM to notice of suspension.
Ay, sige po.
Yes. I'm winding up, Mr. President. It's the same question that I'm asking because we don't want to talk about the notice of disallowance. From AOM to notice of suspension.
Okay po, Your Honor. Since nung nag-issue po kami ng AOM, wala pa silang documentary evidence of payments. So, sinabit lang po nila yung documentary evidence of payments sa ICFAO upon receipt na nila nung kanilang AOM. And then, dun po sa aming notice of suspension upon evaluation of their responses dun sa aming AOM at kasama na rin po dun yung documentary evidence of payments. So, dun na po namin nakita yung mga payment of rewards na cash, medicines, and in various goods. Tapos nakita din po namin yung mga purchases nila na walang official receipts or sales invoice na supporting document. And then yung mga date po ng payment ng kanilang acknowledgement receipts ay naka-date po ng December 2023 at yung iba po ay walang date. And then Your Honor, may I be allowed po to refer to the NS for the...
Witness may do so. Kindly turn on the mic.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. This is very important because it shows that the agency were given chances, 3 stages para mag-submit ng hinihingi po ng ating COA.
Kindly wind up, Senator
Yes,
Judge
this is
Joel
the last
Villanueva.
question, Mr. Presiding Officer. Thank you.
Yun po, Your Honor. Doon po sa NS po namin, nagkaroon din po kami ng findings na mas malaki yung amount nung kanilang expenditure based on the acknowledgement receipts compared to the accomplishment report ng 150.
Which was not present in the AOM.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Thank you. Salamat po, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Judge Villanueva. Senator Judge Risa Tiveros is recognized. You may proceed, ma'am, when you're ready. You have 2 minutes.
Salamat po, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Yeah.
Mr. Witness, para klaro po sa mga nanonood, kapag pinag-uusapan po yung confidential and intelligence funds, chinecheck pa rin po ng COA kung paano ginastos yung pera. Tama po ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Okay, so ibig sabihin, kahit confidential ang tawag sa confidential funds, kailangan busisiin pa rin yung pinagkagastosan. Tama po?
Yes po, Your Honor. Kasi public funds po siya.
Kasi public funds. Okay. Ngayon, yung mga resibo na hinihingi nyo sa COA, again, para sa mga nanonood, para saan ba talaga yung mga resibong iyan?
Kailangan po kasi naming malaman kung talagang bumili po sila nung kanilang mga binili, Your Honor.
Okay. Kailangan malaman nyo kung talagang binili
Yes po.
yung sinabing ibinili.
Opo. At
At
doon lang po namin makikita yun sa official receipt or sales invoice po.
okay, OR o kaya sales invoice. At hindi lamang sa mga AR.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Okay, unless nga para dun sa pagbili o pagpabayad ng information.
Yes po, Your Honor.
So, importante talaga na makapagsumite ng mga dokumento at resibo ng mga di umanong pinagkagastosan.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Okay. Sa kaso po ba ng OVP at ng DepEd, nakapagbigay po ba sila ng mga kompletong dokumento at resibo na hinihingi ng COA?
Ang tanging period lang po na, sa pagkakalam ko na mayroong documentary evidence of payments based on may stay sa ICFAO o yung 4th quarter of 2022 at based po dun sa kanilang documentary evidence of payments for that period, wala po silang sinamit na official receipt or sales invoice, tanging mga acknowledgement receipts lang po.
Okay. So yung mga supporting documents na required, hindi ko po pwedeng tanungin kung kaagad nilang naibigay dahil hindi po naibigay yung ibang supporting documents.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Ni isa po within any time period after na dapat nilang sumitihin yan.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Okay. So, hindi ko rin kailangan tanungin kung kumpleto ba ang ibinigay dahil hindi ba kumpleto ang ibinigay nilang mga dokumento at resibo?
Pwedeng pa ulit po ng tanong.
Kumpleto ba o hindi kumpleto yung ibinigay nilang mga dokumento at resibo?
Hindi po kompleto, Your Honor.
Hindi kumpleto. Now, according to the joint circular, kailangan ng evidence of success for rewards payouts. So, itong tinatawag na evidence of success for rewards payments, naibigay po ba ito ng OVP?
Hindi po, Your Honor.
Naibigay po ba ito ng DepEd?
Katulad nga po ng sinabi ko, yung sa OBP lang po yung may DEPs na naabutan ko.
Alright. Pero hindi po naibigay ng OVP yung evidence of success for reward
Opo.
payments.
Pero i-clarify ko lang din po, since ako po yung nag-initially evaluate noong first and second quarter ng DepEd, based po dun sa aking mga na-evaluate na documents, wala din po silang sinubmit na documentary evidence of payment. Documentary evidence na of success of the surveillance activities or information gathering activities po.
Okay. At sa simpleng salita, bakit importante itong evidence of success sa rewards payments?
Diyan po kasi malalaman kung valid ba yung naging payment nila ng rewards po.
So kasi dito sa acknowledgement receipt, makikita natin marami-rami po ito, no? Nakalagay na kapag claim sila ng reward. So huling tanong ko sa inyo, Mr. Witness, sa round na ito, ibig sabihin sa itong evidence of success for rewards payments, patunay na meron tayong napala. Merong napala ang gobyerno sa mga operasyong iyan.
Yes po, Your Honor. Kaya po namin ni-require na i-submit po yan.
Alright. Salamat, Mr. Witness. Salamat po, Mr. Presiding
Thank you,
Officer.
Senator Judge Ontiveros. Before recognizing the Honorable Padilla, Chair, yes, Senator Lacson, after Senator Soto, I believe. Chair would like to inform the councils for the parties that you may take your seat unless a question is thrown at you by a Senator Judge so that you can relax. It goes for both parties.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your
Next to interpolate, Senator Judge Padilla. You may proceed when you're ready, sir. You have 2 minutes.
Maraming salamat po, Ginoong tagapamahalang hukom. Meron lang po ako mga tanong. Maiksi lang po ito. Saan po kayo pinanganak?
Sa Nueva Ecija po, Your Honor.
Nueva Ecija. Opo. Saan po kayo nakatira ngayon?
Sa Manila po.
Manila. Saan po kayo nag-aral?
Central Luzon State University po, ng accountancy, and then Arellano po, University ng Juris Doctor po.
Okay. Saan po kayo nakaikot na sa bansa natin? Nakaikot na po ba kayo ng Mindanao, sa Bicol?
Marami na po akong naikutan, hindi ko na po maalala lahat, sir.
Opo. Kayo po ba yung nakarating na sa BARM?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Opo. Saan po sa BARM? Sa Sulu? Sa Basilan? Maguindanao? Hindi niyo po matandaan?
Hindi
Maubos
ko
po
po
yung oras ko.
matandaan, Your Honor, kung saan.
Bicol po. Nakaikot na po kayo sa Bicol?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Saan po sa Bicol? Sa Camarines Norte?
Sa Camarines Sur po.
Sur? Sa Norte, hindi pa po.
Hindi ko po maalala kung
Nakaikot na po kayo sa mga bundok?
Saan po, Your Honor?
Mga bundok?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Nakita niyo na po ba ang pangangailangan ng mga tao sa malayong lugar? Katulad ng gamot? Katulad po ng pagkain?
Wala naman po akong na-observe, Your Honor.
Ayun, wala. Hindi po kayo exposed. Exposed po ba kayo sa threat ng terrorism sa bansa natin? Nabalitaan niyo po ba ang ISIS, ang NPA, ang Abu Sayyaf? Exposed po ba kayo doon sa mga balita?
Sa news po, may
Sa
mga
news.
nabalitaan po ako, Your Honor.
Opo. Alam niyo po ba na kung gaano nakagrabe ang terrorism?
Wala po akong threshold, Your Honor, to determine that.
Wala po. Pero kayo po ang humahawak ng investigasyon patungkol sa confidential fund. Tama po ba?
Hindi po siya investigation, evaluation po.
Evaluation, nako, tama-tama. Ibig po sabihin, kahapon po, sinabi ninyo na gumawa lang kayo ng preliminary investigation. Tama po ba? Preliminary inquiry.
Hindi po, part po siya ng process namin na mag-issue po kami ng AOM.
Opo. So, ibig po sabihin, kahapon kasi narinig ko parang yung ginawa nyo, preliminary lang.
Yung AOM po, preliminary lang.
Opo, hindi po yun konklusyon.
Kung ang tinutukoy niyo po ay yung... Meron po kasing provision as to the joint circular as to tinatawag na prima facie.
Pakisagot na lang po kung konklusyon ba po yun? Final?
Hindi po kasi we require
So hindi po
them.
final.
Based
Boss,
on the AOM po.
konti lang po oras ko, hindi po final.
Sa AOM po, yung AOM po hindi po final.
Hindi po final. Opo. Kayo po ba ay naniniwala na ang mga confidential agent dapat magpakilala? Sabihin ng kanilang mga totoong pangalan?
Wala pong provision as to that po sa joint circular, Your Honor.
Opo. Kayo po mismo, palagay niyo po, sa personal po ninyong pagkakaintindi, ang mga confidential agent dapat po bang magpakilala?
Since that calls for an opinion, hindi po ako authorized to express that, Your Honor.
Ano pong definisyon niya ng confidential?
Based on the joint circular po, ang confidential expenses ay yung...
Hindi po expenses, confidential lang po. Bilang kayo po ay abogado, ano pong pagkakaintindi niyo sa confidential?
classified po, Your Honor.
Okay. Boss, sa next na lang po akong round.
Thank you, Senator
Salamat po.
Padilla. You may avail of the second round. Next would be Senator Judge Marcos. You are recognized, ma'am. You may proceed when you're ready. You have 2 minutes.
Thank you very much, Presiding Judge. Okay, kanina sinabi mo na hindi ka umabot doon sa notice of disallowance pero andun pa rin sa ICMAO nung na-release yung notice of suspension, di ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Okay. So, doon sa notice of suspension, katulad ng disallowance, na sabi mo, kahit wala ka na ron, you were made aware kasi nabalitaan mo, pinagbawal ba ng COA yung mga confidential expenses dahil peke o fictitious, gawa-gawa lang yung mga AR?
Ano pong notice yung tinutukoy niyo po, Your Honor?
Doon sa mga AR ng OVP, meron bang sinabi na gawa-gawa lang, hindi tunay, peke?
Dahil hindi po yan yung focus ng audit namin, wala po kaming basis para magkaroon ng findings po doon sa mga sinasabi niyo.
So ang sagot, no. Walang sinasabi na fictitious yung AR. At doon sa AOM, pati sa suspension, gano'n na rin sa ND, sinabi ba ng COA na yung AR and documentary evidence of payments, yung DEP, peke, falsipikado, huwad?
Since hindi po yan yung focus ng audit po namin, wala po kaming findings about that, Your Honor.
Sinabi ba doon na falsipikado yung DEP at saka yung AR? Na it was forged, kumbaga?
Wala pong ganong findings, Your Honor.
Wala rin, di ba? At doon sa mga pangalan ng mga recipient ng award, tama ba ako sa pagkaintindi na hindi rin sinita ng COA yung mga kakaibang pangalan tulad ng Mary Grace Piatos, Andy Lim, etc. Ang sinabi at binanggit talaga ng COA ay yung mga datos na hindi tumutugma. Tama ba?
Since what we do is compliance audit po at wala namang provision yung circular as to the use of aliases, yes po, wala po kaming findings about
Kasi
that.
sabi mo nga, neither allowed nor prohibited. Tama po. So, doon sa AOM at sa notice of suspension, the names of these reward recipients was never raised by COA. Di ba?
Yes po.
Tama. Dahil nangyayari talaga na kakaibang pangalan ang binibigay kapag confidential or intelligence fund. Kaya isa pang tanong ko, dun sa notice of suspension, pati na rin sa ND, ang pagkaintindi natin, final ba ito o hindi?
Kapag sinabi po kasing notice of disallowance under the joint circular, meron na pong obligation to restitute agad.
Tama, final siya sa COA. Pero kahit ang desisyon ng COA, pwedeng dalhin sa Supreme Court para maging pinal na pinal. Di po ba?
I-clarify ko lang po, kapag dumating na po kasi sa Supreme Court, ang tanging ground na lang po dyan ay grave abuse of discretion amounting to lack or excess of jurisdiction. So wala na pong kinalaman po yung factual matters.
Ganun nga, talaga naman na matters of fact, hindi naman rin na-raise sa Supreme Court, tama ka doon. Pero hindi pinal. Pwedeng dalhin sa Korte Suprema. At no point are these final.
I-clarify ko lang po yung decision po ng COA to restitute ay hindi po apektado nung pag-file sa Supreme Court. So kahit mag-file po sila ng petition for certiorari sa Supreme Court, kailangan na po nilang ibalik kaagad. Kasi yung pendency po ng petition for certiorari, hindi po niya na-stay yung obligation to
Naintindihan
restitution.
natin yun, pero hindi pa tapos ang kaso. Pwede pang dalhin sa Korte Suprema, hindi po ba? At saka dun sa notice of suspension, balikan ko lang. Was there a finding na ginamit sa pansarili yung mga confidential funds ng OVP?
That is a presumption po under joint circular.
Misappropriated ba yun?
Kindly wrap up.
That is a presumption po. Hindi po kailangan directly sabihin kasi nagkaroon po ng presumption.
Pero hindi sinabi. Sa madaling sabi,
Pero dahil
wala
presumption
talagang
po siya, hindi po siya kailangan sabihin, Your Honor.
Naintindihan ko, pero wala doon. Is there a COA finding na ninakaw ang confidential funds doon sa various AOMs and notice? Meron bang sinasabi doon na ninakaw? It was stolen?
There is a prima facie evidence na nagamit po siya for personal use or benefit under the joint circular.
Kaya nga.
Kindly wrap up, Senator Judge Marcos.
Yes,
Yun, avail of
I
round
am
two.
done, but I have questions kung may second round.
There will be a round two, and I will register you, Senator Judge Marcos. Thank you. Senator Judge Ejercito is recognized. You may proceed, sir, and when you're ready, and you have 2 minutes.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Siguro dagdagan ko na lang din nun. Ito tayo tinatanong na rin yung tungkol doon sa mga paggamit ng mga alias sa ating mga senator judges. No? Dahil alam naman natin na kinakailangan din na lehitimo nga may pangangailangan na protektahan, no? Dahil nga confidential itong mga information. Ang sa ilalim ng Joint Circular number 2015-0, paano dapat maprotektahan ang pagkakakilanlan ng mga confidential informant?
Wala pong provision as to that, Your Honor. Kasi yung wala po namang requirement yung circular as to the pwede pa ulit po ng tanong, sorry.
Well, yung hindi kasi parang alam naman natin, no, dahil lalo na sa mga intelligence at saka yung mga activities, mga confi, ginagamit yung mga alias na nabanggit nyo rin kanina. Hindi ba pwedeng gamitin na lang halimbawa John Doe, Jane Doe o Juan de la Cruz kasi alam naman natin na binambibilit, reward for information na syempre pinoproteksyonan din natin yung mga pinoproteksyon ng mga agencies yung identity no ng mga informants.
Ang masasabi ko lang po, Your Honor, wala naman pong provision as to the joint circular sa use ng aliases kasi silent po yung joint circular.
So tanggap yun. Halimbawa, nakita niyong medyo parang yung mga pangalan mukhang alias lang ay tinatanggap dahil pang-intelligence gathering.
We base lang po dun sa document submitted to us. So kung wala pong naka-indicate dun sa document submitted to us na alias po yun, hindi po namin malalaman, Your Honor.
Tapos meron ding dapat may coordination paggamit ng intelligence or confidential fund. May coordination with law enforcement agencies. Tama po ba?
Yes po, based on the joint circular po, Your Honor.
So doon po, tanong ko lang po, meron po bang o may nakita po ba kayong naganap na coordination with the agencies, no? Of course, yung PNP, PAP, PDEA at iba pa, NBI na ginawa ang halimbawa OVP in this case sa kanilang paggamit ng confidential funds para sa sinasabi nilang confidential programs.
Based on the documents submitted po sa ICFA, wala po, Your Honor.
Dahil sinasabi ng ng joint circular, kung di ako nagkakamali, na kailangan may proper coordination sa paggamit ng confidential funds with these law enforcement agencies.
Yes po, based po on the joint circular, Your Honor.
Isa ba ito sa mga findings ng COA sa IOM o sa audit observation memo or notice suspension or notice of disallowance na inilabas laban sa OVP, yung walang coordination?
Wala po kaming naging findings about dyan, Your Honor.
Last, Mr. Presiding Officer, doon sa course ng yung audit, Mr. Attorney Wamil, did you see any evidence o may ebidensya ba kayo na si Vice President personally ang tumanggap, ang nakakuha o nagbenepisyo doon sa Confidential Intelligence Fund?
Based on the documents po, wala po, Your Honor. Wala po akong personal knowledge about that po.
So para sa record, for the record, just last point, Mr. Presiding Officer, sa pagkakaroon o kawalan ng ebidensyang nagpakita ng personal na pagtamanggap na kinabang ba ang isang opisyal ng pamahalaan sa pundong bayan ay sapat na? O upang matukoy kung may umiiral na pananagutang administratibo, sibil o kriminal?
Under the joint circular po kasi, since si OBP po, si head of the agency po yung may responsibility to oversee kung paano gamitin yung confidential fund and to ensure yung compliance nila dun sa joint circular, then the accountable person din po si head of the agency, Your Honor.
So last question,
Kindly wind up.
Mr. President. Upang maging malinaw ang inyong testimonya nang sabihin ninyong wala kayong nakitang ebidensya na ang pangalawang Pangulo mismo ang tumanggap, nagpanatili o nakinabang sa confidential intelligence, inilahad lamang ba ninyo ang inyong audit findings at hindi kayo nagbibigay ng legal na konklusyon hinggil sa pagkakaroon ng kawalan ng pananagutan? Is it based on your audit findings or legal conclusion hinggil sa pagkakaroon ng liability?
Based po sa audit findings, Your Honor. Kasi nilalagay po namin yung persons accountable dun sa aming ini-issue po.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Thank you, Senator Judge JV. Before recognizing Senator Judge Soto, Attorney Wamil, just on the point of Senator Judge Marcos, to clarify, the decision of COA with respect to any appeal is final, is executory but not final even if it is appealed before the Supreme Court, correct?
With respect to the obligation to restitute po, kahit magkaroon ng pendency ng petition for...
Attorney Wamil, listen to the question, please.
Okay,
It is,
Your Honor.
unless a TRO is issued by the Supreme Court, it is executory but the decision is not yet final. Would that be correct?
Yung decision po, final na, Your Honor. Kasi,
Inappeal nga sa Supreme Court, paano magiging final? Ikaw naman. A decision of the COA
executory na po, Your
appealed to
Honor.
the Supreme Court is executory unless a TRO is issued but is not yet final.
Yes po, Your Honor.
That is a correct statement.
Opo.
Thank you. Senator Judge Soto, you are recognized, sir. You may proceed when you're ready. You have 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. President, Mr. Presiding Officer, Mr. Witness. In your testimony, August 3, upon direct examination by the Prosecution Counsel, you were presented representative samples of selected forms. The question 845 acknowledged receipts, if I remember it right. Correct ba yun?
Yes po, Your Honor.
All right. Sinabi nyo na kayo ay gumawa ng observations doon sa mga acknowledgement receipts nito kung saan ilan dito ay pinagagamitan ng confidential funds ay hindi naaayon sa Joint Circular 2015-01. Ngunit may mga acknowledgement receipts according to how I recall it na wala naman kayong observations, ano?
Yes po.
Sapagkat ang pinaggamitan ng pondo ay naayon sa nasabing circular. Tama ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Alright. Halimbawa, yung acknowledgement receipt ni Mary Grace Mary Grace Piatos na 70,000 for medicine, walang supporting documents. Kaya gumawa kayo ng observations.
Yes po, Your
Tapos
Honor.
yung doon naman kay acknowledgement receipt ni Janice Marie Trevilla, 70,000 at Patty Ting na 150,000. Wala kayong observations dahil ang pondo ay ginamit sa purchase of information na pinayagan o allowed ng nasabing circular. Tama ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
That's the way I recall it. All right? Okay, now, ito ngayon ang tanong ko. Out of these 845 acknowledgement receipts na pinag-uusapan sa kasong ito, ilan ang nagawa nyo ng observations dahilan sa kawalan ng supporting documents?
Hindi ko na po matiyak kung ilan yung exact number po, Your Honor.
Ilan ng, well then my next question will not be answered because tatanong ko ilan yung walang observations?
Pwede ko po pwede po ako mag-refer sa tabulation po, Your Honor.
Please.
You can refer to your tabulation table that was earlier marked. Assisting counsel, can you show him the previously marked evidence pertaining to his tabulation or summary? Assisting counsel for the respondent may also approach should he so desire.
Your Honor, I'll have to count po since wala pong summary dito.
What do you mean? You have to count. The 845.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Wala kang percentage man lang.
Since personal notes ko lang po ito, Your Honor, raw tabulation lang po siya.
So you would not have a... Gano'ng katagal nga abutin niya kung bibilangin mo? Kasi my next question actually would be, magkano ang total noong meron kayong observations? At magkano yung wala?
If the chair may assist, Attorney Wamil, look at your notice of suspension. You may observation ka, I presume, pertains to those rewards, payment of goods and medicines that you made observations to and suggested to be suspended. So I presume it pertains to those ARs.
Yes po, Your Honor, pero amount lang po kasi yung naka-indicate po doon.
And the total is
Sa 845, Mr. Presiding Officer, ilan ang total? Magkano yung total? Sa 845?
May I be allowed po to peruse po yung notice of suspension?
you
Your Honor?
may refer to it.
Papayag na kasi ko sa ballpark figure, basta't bigyan mo lang ako ng kasagutan. Anong total nung 845? Ano yun? 125 million?
Out of the 125 million, ilan po?
Your Honor, please.
Let's wait for the witness counsel to answer. He's referring to your marked exhibit, the notice of suspension. I believe it's on the first page, Attorney Wamil.
Sa first page po, with respect to the payment of rewards po, 59,787,000 pesos po, Your Honor. With other purchases naman po, umabot po siya ng around 15 million pesos, Your Honor.
So ilan yung walang observations? Wala kayong observations?
Bali, ang total po ng may observation namin ay around 75 million pesos po, Your Honor.
75 million sa may observations, so around 50 ang mga walang observations. Ganun ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
And all right, so that is for the 125.
Yes po, Your Honor.
I don't have any time anymore, so it's okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Judge Soto. Senator Judge Lacson may proceed with his interjections when he's ready. You have 2 minutes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Good morning, Attorney Wamil.
Good morning po, Your Honor.
Kindly refresh my memory, no? Kasi ang pagkaalam ko, sa paggamit ng intelligence saka confidential fund, hindi lamang sa pinapayagan o hindi pinagbabawal ang paggamit ng alias, kundi necessity for practical reasons, di ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
And idadivert lang yung totoong tao na sa likod ng mga alias kapag declassified na. o tapos na yung tinatawag na confidential or intelligence operations. Tama, di ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
So ang tanong ko, wala ba kayong efforts na alamin kung sino yung mga nasa likod ng mga aliases na sinabit sa inyo?
Since document-based lang po kami, Your Honor, hindi na po. Wala na po kami.
Yan ang susunod yung tanong. No? Bakit paper audit lang kayo? Wala kayong physical? Parang bitin yung inyong pagsasagawa ng audit. Kasi paano nyo malalaman kung legitimate yung pumirma doon sa acknowledgement receipts kung hindi nyo inaalam kung meron bang totoong tao na nasa likod noong mga aliases na yon?
Opo. Since what we do po in ICFAO po is compliance audit lang po, Your Honor. So kung ano lang po talaga yung provisions na nasasaad dun sa joint circular, yun lang po talaga yung ginagawa namin, Your Honor.
That brings me to my next point. Baka pwedeng i-recommenda mo na i-amend nyo yung inyong JMC. Kasi parang bitin. No? In fairness to the concerned offices or persons na ino-audit, dapat kumpleto yung due process, hindi ba?
Yes, po,
Kasi
Your
kung
Honor.
paper lang, magre-rely lang kayo sa mga submission, hindi nyo inaalam, you don't go further than that, di ba? Anyway, wala ka naman doon hindi ka naman deputy commissioner pa o associate commissioner, so siguro, i-recommend mo na lang na i-amend yung inyong JMC. So my next question is, what would you consider as evidence of success of a particular surveillance operation and or intelligence information gathering activity? Ano yung evidence of success?
Actually, walang specific na documents yung sinasabi ng joint circular, pero nagbe-base po kami dun sa mismong wording po na dapat merong causal link between the successful intelligence or surveillance activities vis-a-vis yung information given by the informer.
Okay. Would an after surveillance report or after intelligence report ng particular na agent, would it suffice para i-consider yung evidence of success? I'm not referring to the entire operation. Kasi kapag nagsagawa ng surveillance, nagsasagawa ng after surveillance report, whether negative or positive, would you consider that as evidence of success?
Katulad po ng sinabi ko, tinitingnan po namin yung causal link. Kung may causal link between the success and the information given by
Yun
the
ang
informer.
problema kasi bitin nga yung inyong audit. So I would reiterate, i-recommend mo na i-amend ninyo yung inyong circular. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Judge Lacton. Before proceeding to round two, Chair would like to make some interjections. Attorney Wamel, you read the notice of suspension earlier and you gave what amount again? Can you kindly give him a copy? Counsel for prosecutors? Uy, ani kayo on meantime.
Sa payment of rewards po, yung total is 59,787,000 pesos po.
You're referring to page 1 of the December 13 notice of suspension that you prepared.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Can you total it again for me, please, sir?
The payment of rewards po.
I totaled it and your total is wrong. Kindly total the figures that you wrote there.
Yes, sir. It was a typo error po. 69,787,000 pesos.
Ang dami namang nagkamaling numero doon. From 59,787,000, ang tamang total is 69,837,000.
Yes po, Your Honor.
But the figure you mentioned earlier was what was written here. How did you know that it was wrong, a typo, and now you're giving us the correct figures?
Kasi yung 10 million po, Your Honor, hindi na-add dun sa total amount. 10 million po ng payment, reward payment.
Pangalawa po, yung subsequent issuances, binabanggit po 69 million na, pero yung detalye, hindi na po 10.5 million, 10 million na. Ano ba talaga?
Can you repeat your question po, Your Honor? Sorry.
Nakalagay po dyan 10.5 million, 10.05 million. Hindi po ba yung rewards? Yung
Yes
reward
po.
payment? Yung subsequent documents issued by COA already refer to it as only 10 million. Anong pagkakaiba yun?
What subsequent document po, Your Honor, yung tinutukoy niyo?
I'm referring to the notice of disallowance later on and the documents mentioned also in subsequent articles, in subsequent documents.
Wala na po akong personal knowledge about the notice of disallowance po, Your Honor.
So ba't na-correct yun? Yung 10 million, yung 10.05 naging 10 million na lang. You wouldn't know?
I wouldn't know po, Your Honor.
In relation to the question of Senator Judge Soto, he said how much is the total that were provided for. You gave a total. In relation to the question of Senator Judge Villanueva, ano ba yung pinakaiba? Correct me if I'm wrong. You said you were aware of a notice of disallowance.
Yes po.
How much was the notice of disallowance? Ano yung dinisallow out of the 125?
Sa pagkakalala ko, around 73 million pesos po, Your Honor.
So out of 125 million, 73 million lang yung finally dinisallow ng COA dun sa notice of disallowance. Yung balance, inoke niya.
Ang makakasagot po niya, Your Honor, yung next witness po. Since,
No, if you're familiar with the notices of disallowance, you testified, Attorney Wamil, that AOM, notice of suspension, notice of disallowance. So sa dulo, pag iba na yung amount na nakalagay doon, marami nagtanong kanina, yung dinisallow lang ultimately is only 73.287 million. Posibleng magbago talaga yun, di ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
So yung AOM mo, yung kabuuan ng 125, yung AOM mo pangalawa, kabuuan ng 125, yung notice of disallowance mo, ay yung notice of suspension mo, kabuuan ng 125, pero posibleng iba na ang amount ng notice of disallowance rather.
Yes po. Depending on the evaluation po kasi yun nung nag-audit po.
Now, one final question for this round as well. Let's focus on the failure to liquidate and notice of demand. Yung AOM po ba may failure of to liquidate na at notice of demand na? Wala pa. I'm citing paragraph 8.3 of the IJMC.
Kapag AOM po kasi,
Yes or no?
wala pa po. Yung AOM po kasi yung parang kinukonsider namin as demand po, Your Honor.
So, wala. Saan po nakalagay sa AOM na may demand kayo?
Kasi ni-require po namin sila na to comply with the submission po of the documents.
Attorney Wamil, there is a big difference because your notice of suspension, does it include the demand?
Pardon, Your Honor.
Does the notice of suspension include a demand to pay?
Wala pa po, Your Honor.
Isn't it correct na nandun lang sa notice of disallowance yun?
Based on the joint circular po, doon
Yes.
po ni-require po na mag-restitute.
Sa notice of disallowance na.
Yes.
Wala sa AOM, walang demand sa notice of suspension, sa notice of disallowance.
The demand to pay po, yes,
Yes.
Your Honor.
So, when will the presumption come in? Under paragraph 8.3. Kung wala pang failure to liquidate, dahil hindi pa final, kung wala pa yung demand until notice of disallowance na hindi pa final, kailan po papasok yung presumption o prima facie dun sa 8.3?
Ang wording po kasi nung 8.3, Your Honor, failure to liquidate. So failure, kasama po doon yung failure to submit the documents. Hindi po kasama yung failure to pay kung ano man po yung dinidemand.
Nakalagay po doon, failure to liquidate upon demand.
Yes po. So ang sinasabi po doon ay isubmit yung complete documents with the ICPAW.
So, pag hiningi nyo at hindi pa nasasubmit, failure na yun sa palagay mo?
Yes sir, kasi ang sabi lang naman po is upon demand na hindi sila nakapag-liquidate po.
That is your interpretation, sir, correct? That is not found in the GMC.
Ang binibase ko lang po dun sa provision po ng GMC, Your Honor.
Sa interpretation mo nga ng GMC.
Yes po, Your Honor.
To avail of round 2, Senator Judge Pangilinan. Thank you, Attorney Wamil. To avail of round 2, Senator Judge Pangilinan. You have 2 minutes, sir.
Thank you. Doon tayo sa yung acknowledgement receipts, no? So, andito yung mga acknowledgement receipts for December 21 to 31. No? Ang napansin ko rito nga, lahat buo ang numero, no? Walang butal. 250,000, 500,000 na acknowledgement receipt. Tama ba na kapag resibo na official, ang malamang hindi buo, no? May butal, di ba? May detalyado, malamang, no ba?
Malamang po, Your Honor.
Okay, based on your experience. So dito, puro buo, 250, 500, ni isa, walang butal. Walang sentimo, no? So, yun, medyo isang concern natin yun, ano? Pangalawa, 111 disbursements in one day. Naka-date. Do you confirm that?
Wala po akong data nung number
This
po.
is about December 23,
Ah,
2022. Nakalagay dito, date, December 23, December. Binilang namin 111. Isang araw, no? Totaling 17 million. Pagka ganyan ba, would you consider that usual? Disbursement, 111 disbursements in one day?
wala pong specific provision yung circular as to that.
Yes, but the circular says to prevent irregular, excessive, di ba? Extravagant. So, would you consider this, does this fall under regular, irregular, or you wouldn't know?
I wouldn't know po.
Okay.
Pero that's unusual po, pero I wouldn't know if it is irregular since wala naman pong provision.
So we come back to the term unusual. Okay. So this is unusual. Doon sa nabanggit mo kahapon, yung usapin nung meeting ninyo, yung audit query, nabanggit nyo na hiningi, di ba nagka-meeting kayo, nagkaroon ng audit query, hinihingi ang audit query sa halip na AOM, tama?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Okay. At hindi kayo pumayag?
Yes po, since wala naman po siya doon sa aming joint circular, Your Honor.
Kung pumayag kayo na wala sa joint circular at nagbigay kayo ng audit query na hinihingi ng OVP, would you be violating the joint circular?
Yes po. Kaya
So-
hindi po kami nagbigay, Your Honor.
In other words, an audit query would be a violation of the joint circular, tama?
Hindi lang po siya sanction, Your Honor.
Yes.
Hindi po siya part nung ini-issue namin.
Okay. Pero hindi nga part. Pero kung ginawa nga ninyo, based on your experience as auditor, you would be violating your own issuances.
Yes po, Your Honor.
That's why you refuse to give the audit query as requested and instead, tinuloy nyo yung AOM. Last question, Mr.
Kindly wind up.
Yes, last question. Binanggit mo na hindi tinanggap yung AOM nung inisyu ninyo. Tama ba yun?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Bakit? Alam nyo ba kung ba't hindi tinanggap? Dahil walang authorization? Tama ba yun?
Yes po, wala daw po mag-receive, Your
Ganyan ba
Honor.
dapat? Ganyan ba ang kalakaran pagka ang isang ahensya ng pamahalaan ay binigyan nyo ng AOM? Nangyayari ba yan na hindi tinatanggap ng ahensya?
Yan po yung first time na nangyari po, Your Honor.
So, that's unusual.
Yes po, that's unusual po.
Okay. No further questions, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Judge Pangilinan. Before proceeding to the other round two availers, Chair would like to recognize Senator Judge Zubiri, who will be availing of his first round to make his interjections. You are recognized, sir. You may proceed when you're ready. You have 2 minutes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Presiding Officer. Magandang umaga po, Attorney.
Good morning po, Your
Opo.
Honor.
Ito, broad strokes lang po ito, Mr. Presiding Officer, to my dear colleagues. Kasi sa iyong pananaw, dito sa findings ninyo, napapakita ba na may possibility of misuse and abuse of government funds on confidential and intelligence funds?
There is a presumption po, Your Honor.
Yes, and hindi lamang to para sa opisina ni OVP, di ba? I'm sure sa tagal mo, sa iyong karanasan bilang investigator ng COA, ganito din ang findings mo sa maraming mga ahensya.
Yes po. Since we follow naman po yung joint circular sa lahat ng in-audit po namin.
At hindi lamang sa ahensya ng eksekutibo, pati LGUs. Tama po yan.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Yeah, the reason why I'm taking this up at gusto ko pong tanungin po ang ating witness is sa iyong eksperyensya, dahil sa lack of accountability using confidential funds as a excuse na nagkakaroon ng abuso at corruption dito sa pondong ito.
Yes po.
Yes, kasi obviously, Mr. Witness, is pag sinabing confidential in nature, huwag na kayong magtanong. Basta ginamit namin yung pera. Hindi sa tingin mo, tama po yan o hindi?
Hindi po, Your Honor, kasi ang confidential fund ay public funds pa rin naman po. So it must follow the strict accounting and auditing rules po. Para
So-
maiwasan po yung misuse.
So talagang hinahanap ninyo yung paanong nagastos yung pera, paano yung nagkaroon ba ng plan of action at paano nagastos ang pera at saan pumunta yung pondo. Tama po yun?
Yes po, Your Honor.
dito po sa case ni OVP sa Office of the Vice President, meron ba ganong klaseng plano? Meron ba ganong klaseng accounted use of the funds?
Since ang audit po namin ay document-based, so nagbe-base lang po kami doon sa sinasubmit sa amin. So kapag hindi po properly liquidated, meaning hindi submitted lahat ng documents or yung documents ay hindi compliant doon sa requirements ng Joint Circular, nagkakaroon po ng presumption na yung amount is put to personal use or benefit po.
Yes, kasi nung ako po yung naging Senate President for 2 years, we had access to the reports of confidential and intelligence funds. And in these reports, makikita po natin one particular agency, talagang detalyado. Ito po ay panggamit sa buy-bust operation ng drugs, ito po yung nabigay sa informant, ito po yung nabigay sa mga tumulong paghuli nito mga tao ito. Ayan ba'y ganun din po nakita ninyo sa OVP, use of confidential funds?
Pwedeng pa ulit po ng tanong, Your Honor.
Sana mabigyan po ako ng leeway ng ating presiding officer. Basically, nung ako po yung naging Senate President, yung confidential intelligence funds ay dinadala dito during budget hearing. So, para ma-review po ng Senado. Ang ginawa ko po, nung ako po yung Senate President, binuksan ko po ito sa majority at minority. As a matter of fact, Senator Risa Ontiveros, Senator Coco Pimentel was the minority leader then. Binuksan po natin yan para makita ng lahat yung paggamit nitong confidential and intelligence funds through the reporting of the different agencies. May mga ahensya na makakapal ang mga sinabmit sa Senado para makita kung gaano nila o paano nila ginamit yung pera. Dito ba po sa Office of the Vice President, ganun din ba po kadetalyado ang report na binigay po sa COA o nakita ng COA sa paggamit ng mga pondo nila?
Hindi po, Your Honor.
Hindi po.
Opo.
Okay, and the reason why, and this as a statement, the reason why we need to really curtail the use of intelligence and confidential funds on the possibility of abuse, and not only on the Office of the Vice President. This also goes to all agencies of government. Kaya limitado na po sa armed forces na lang yung ating confidential funds tuwing nag-approve po tayo ng budget. At kasama na po dapat dyan yung LGUs. Dahil yung LGU po ay matindi din ang pag-abuso ng kanilang confidential intelligence funds. Tama po ba yan, Attorney? Under your experience?
Yes po. Kulang po yung safeguards, Your Honor.
Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Senator Judge Zubiri. Next would be Senator Judge Erwin Tulfo. You may proceed, sir. When you're ready, you have 2 minutes.
Mr. Witness, napansin po ba ninyo na yung isang acknowledgement receipt na 220,000 para sa payment of reward, parenthesis, various goods, para kay TJ Verano, 220,000 po ito. Ang date po ng receipt ay December 22, 2026. Samantalang ang expenditure ay para sa taong 2022. Typo error po ba ito o minadali ang paggawa ng AR?
2026 po, Your Honor. 2026 po.
Ang acknowledgement receipt.
December.
Tama, 2022 acknowledgement receipt. Ayan po. Ay para sa 2022 po yata ito. Is this typo error or sa tingin ninyo ay minadali?
Nagkaroon po kami ng findings about dyan, Your Honor. Lahat po nung ARs po na nakadate po, na hindi po nakadate ng 2022, na isama po namin doon sa aming notice of suspension po.
Okay. Pero ang pirma po dito ni TJ Verano po, may pirma po nito, di po ba?
Based on that document po, it appears na si TJ Verano po.
So, dinate niya po ng 2026, in advance niya na? Or move forward niya po to 2026? Ang pagtanggap po ng goods, December 22, 2026? Para sa 2022 po ito?
Yes po, kaya po kami nagkaroon ng findings about dyan, Your Honor.
Okay. So, question ho ninyo.
Opo, kinwestiyon po namin.
Pangalawang katanungan ko po, pinajustify niyo po ba sa OVP bakit gumastos ito ng 2 milyon kada araw para sa safe house? Ito po ba isang safe house lang o maraming safe houses? Sumagot po ba ang Office of the Vice President?
Based on the documents submitted to us, hindi po namin madedetermine kung ilan yung safe houses na pinagamitan po.
Pero sumagot po ba siya? Pinajustify niyo po ba? I mean, 2 million per day, it's sobrang laki. Hotel na po yata yung nirerenta po nito. Ganito kalaki, sobra pa.
Hindi po namin pinajustify, Your Honor, since wala naman pong threshold dun sa joint circular as to the amount.
Na yung 2 million. So, hindi po unusual para sa inyo na magrenta po ng safe house sa 2 million per day dito sa Pilipinas.
Since katulad nga po ng sinabi ko kanina, we follow our audit based on the provisions lang po ng joint circular, pero wala naman pong threshold as to the amount sa joint circular, kaya wala po kaming findings as to that.
So, tama po si Senator Judge Lacson na binibase nyo lang po talaga sa mga documents po, wala po kayong physical audit.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Alright. Based po sa experience ninyo, may mga government offices ba na ino-audit po ninyo na hindi tinatanggap ang Audit Observation Memo, AOM? May mga as on auditor or sumasagot silang lahat?
Wala po. Sumasagot po silang lahat, Your Honor.
Except dito kay OVP.
Hindi po tinanggap ni OVP yung aming first AOM nung nagka-tempo kami nung unang time po.
All right. That's all, Presiding Officer. Thank you.
Thank you. Chair would now like to recognize our minority leader, Senator Judge Alan Cayetano, for his availment of the first round. You may proceed, sir, when you're ready. You have 2 minutes, sir.
Mr. Presiding Officer, Senate President, dear colleagues. My question is to the counsel for the prosecution, defense, and the witness. One question, maybe a follow-up. And if we may start with the witness first to answer. I'm not asking you to make a judgment in this case nung impeachment. So sa akin is answer the general question. So we've discussed in the last 2 days, diba, what is illegal expenditure, what is irregular expenditure, what is improper expenditure. In between all of that, we talked about many technicalities. And of course, this will be much easier if we're talking about public funds which are not confidential in nature. So my question is, when we analyze the expenditure, when is it in the nature of an administrative problem na parang mag-submit lang kayo, i-justify nyo to, o kulang lang ng dokumento, i-supply nyo to. And when does it go up to na criminal na in nature na sandali lang, may anomalya na dito or we might file charges against you? Ano yung bar niyan, di ba? So sa mga senator judges na nanonood ngayon, and sa publiko na nanonood ngayon, because nga confidential expenditures are in a class by itself, di ba? Peace and order is so important, security is so important. So I'm not referring to this case, So I'm not asking you to make a judgment in this case, whether it's administrative, criminal. In general, as an auditor, then I'll ask the same sa prosecutor and sa defense. Witness, go ahead. In your words, no?
Apo, kapag AOM po at NS, ni-require po namin sila na mag-submit ng documents. Pero kapag nag-end na po, since there's an obligation to restitute, so ang remedy po nila is to settle the amount or to file an appeal with the commission proper.
Yes, but even when you give them an ND to restitute, hindi nyo naman sinasabi pag restitute. Pwedeng restitute na mali paggamit, hindi yung binulsa mo yon, di ba? So at what point as an auditor do you say na sandali lang, criminal na to, may anomalya? Kasi pwedeng mali ang pinaggamitan kaya isoli nyo, but you're not accusing anyone of na binulsa niya.
Well, sa circular naman po, merong presumption na tinatawag kapag hindi nakapag-liquidate na maayos yung agency, which is
Yes,
presumption of misuse or misappropriation.
Yes, and that's a disputable presumption, right?
It is a prima facie presumption.
Yes, a prima facie presumption is a disputable presumption. It's not a conclusive presumption, meaning yung prima facie, so lilipat yung onus sa kabila na i-prove na mali. Tama?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Yes, so hindi pa yun yung hindi ka pa rin dumating dun sa point na yon na parang hindi, as far as COA is concerned, ninakaw mo to. Again, I'm not talking about this case in general. At what point will you have a final COA document saying na yon. Kasi pag sinabi mo lang restitute lang, it could be restitute because you didn't use it for what you were using it for.
Based on the rules of COA po, since di ba i-appeal po yung, pwede bang i-appeal yung ND, at kapag naglabas si commission proper ng decision at hindi po nag-comply si agency dun sa decision, then pwede nang i-endorse with the ombudsman yung case for the filing of criminal
Kindly wind up,
charges.
Senator
So
John Cayetano.
I'm okay. I just wanna hear the answer of both the
With
prosecution.
the permission of Senator Judge Allen, asking the counsels for the parties that same question will already make them give their own versions of the law, which I think should be coursed through the witness, similarly to how you asked the question to the witness, instead of it being placed on the record based on their own points of view.
Well, anyway, we will have 2 more COA witnesses, but I think
Yes.
to all of us who are neutral, that's the big question. At what line does it cross between nagkamali lang yung isang public official sa liquidate, and at what point is it criminal? And I just wanted to give, but if that's the
I will be
decision of the-
clarifying that too
Yeah.
during my second round.
Then I will leave it up to you, Mr. Presiding Officer. I apologize, the prosecution and the defense, you will not have a chance to answer that. But during the time of the Presiding Officer, you will be able to. Or maybe even in the summation at the end.
Thank you for your understanding, Senator Judge Allen. Senator Judge Soto for his interjection and availment of round 2.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Senator Mick Subiri, former Senate President, somehow tinkered my cerebral quietness when he said something about the issue of confidential funds. So this question would be, as a senator, not just an impeachment judge, I hope you allow me, because this was just one question for the witness, and if we can get the prosecution panel and the defense panel to give their opinion. All right? Yung confidential word kasi, pag ginagamit, parang intelligence eh. Parang ganun din eh. Di ba? Parang sinasabi mo. So, it is abused. Bakit hindi sa budget na susunod, and we want your opinion, para mas magko-conform sa circular nyo? Palitan natin. Huwag nang confidential na gamitin. Gamitin natin restricted funds or non-public funds. Ganun pa rin, di ba? Private but open. Naintindihan na nila na hindi confidential ito, na hindi ito pwedeng hindi na alaman ng publiko. Something to that effect. Just the opinion of the
With the indulgence of Senator Judge Soto, it's good to stand up once in a while for being seated for a long time, but the chair will not allow counsels to respond and give their opinion on the matter, and will simply allow the witness to answer, similar to the chair's ruling in relation to the query earlier of Senator Judge Cayetano. Yes, Attorney Wamil.
Well, I submit that po to the Commission on Audit po. I am not authorized po to give an opinion as to that.
That was the witness's answer. Senator Judge, Senate President Win Gatchalian is recognized for his interjections.
Thank you,
may
Mr.
proceed when you're ready, sir. You have 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Thereafter, Senator Bam. So kindly
Sundan
prepare.
ko lang po yung mga questions ni Senator Risa at ni Senator Ping doon sa